Crime. It's a complex problem that requires so many people to work together to solve it. And at Flock, it's our mission to eliminate it.
Tell me a little bit about Flock Safety. It's relatively new.
It is, yeah. The company was founded just 5 years ago.
What started as a company that provided private video security in neighborhoods has grown to a national network of technology, tipping police to potential criminals in certain areas.
So we are already in Fort Worth, Dallas, all the cities in between, all over really the whole North Texas corridor, but really up and down the state and across the country. Our technology is live today.
The year may be 2023, but Garrett Langley is talking like it's 1984.
I think by the time that my kids are adults, this will be a chapter in the U.S. history book where crime was an epidemic and it has largely been solved.
Do you envision a future with a Flock camera on every street corner?
I envision that, and I envision an America where crime no longer exists.
To Jay Stanley.
That is a little crazy, I think. You'd be recording all of us everywhere all the time.
The ACLU's privacy and technology policy analyst warned last year that Flock is building a mass surveillance system unlike any seen before in American life.
It can reveal what kind of political events you go to, medical things, financial things, whether you're a faithful spouse, how often you go to bars.
We don't track people. We track cars.
The 6-year-old tech startup is already valued at $3.5 billion, and police departments across the country are lining up to join the Flock.
Have you ever seen a piece of technology take hold this quickly?
No. This is a game changer. Like overnight, cameras just started popping up everywhere.
2 years later, at least 219 Flock cameras are actively scanning traffic in the Milwaukee area, with plans for nearly 100 more. And departments without cameras can still pay to search Flock's database that captures more than 1 billion vehicles every month.
I have the ability to network with over 17,000 different cameras across the nation.
And that allows for mass searches across the country.
That's powerful.
Yes.
Switching target, switching now, heading southbound towards southbound.
Welcome to Flock OS. Flock Safety's integrated situational awareness platform. Flock OS offers direct and seamless integration of all Flock devices in one simple-to-use map view. In addition to alerts directly within the platform, Flock OS can quickly gather data from Ravens to pinpoint the exact location of gunshots. In this instance, Falcon ALPR cameras were able to connect a vehicle plate to the location of the gunshot that alerted directly within the map view with Flock OS. We can go beyond just the Flock devices to bring in live video by incorporating existing agency, Traffic Department of Transportation and police cameras. In this case from a helicopter that was able to track the suspect vehicle.
All units target heading north.
While using real-time routing to predict a vehicle's direction. Flock OS centralizes all of your evidence across the entire jurisdiction into a single easy-to-use cloud-based map. You can layer on top customer maps like your precincts, floor plans of key buildings, and traffic. We also launch community engagement programs to get neighborhoods and businesses alike to register and integrate their cameras. Flock OS offers a number of AI-related features such as real-time routing with real-time routing. You can use both video streams and historical data to properly predict where a vehicle is heading. We are 100% focused on building technology that helps you solve more crime. Flock Safety. Let's shape a safer future together.
People who say they don't care about privacy because they've got nothing to hide haven't really thought too deeply about the issues, because what they're really saying is that I don't care about this right. When you say I don't care about the right to privacy because I have nothing to hide, that's no different than saying I don't care about freedom of speech because I have nothing to say, or freedom of the press because I have nothing to write.
Come on down, Finance Director Yost.
Mr. Mayor, would it be okay if I addressed item A and B at the same time?
Of course.
Okay. So they're related. The first is a resolution asking council to approve the CLEP grant. We've talked about this a few hundred times, it feels like at this point. So the CLEP grant stands for Community Law Enforcement Partnership. It is a grant with the State of Washington Department of Commerce. The total amount of the grant is $245,000 approximately. A significant portion of that grant will be used to purchase equipment for the police department, including flock cameras, a mobile camera system, and drones. The third aspect that I wanted to present to council is regarding the flock cameras. So, does anybody have any questions about what the flock cameras are?
Yes, I would.
Okay, I'll do my best, and then the chief will educate us if I'm incorrect. So flock cameras are license plate recognition cameras. They would be stationed around town, and they will be part of a network that is across our region, Yakima County and Benton County, and all of the cities included in it. Yep. And so it's part of this network. So let's say that Rachel goes to Grandview and she's just up to no good and she does something all kinds of crazy. It would be caught, her camera description of her car maybe would be caught on that system, and it could be flagged. And then it communicates that flag to other agencies in the area so that they can be also on the lookout for Rachel. And it helps all of the departments be prepared for bad guys coming in and out and keeps them away.
The Richland police officers tell me that it's worth 2 patrolmen having the block cameras. They roll into a neighborhood and somebody left before they get there. They can figure out who it was, and they can check the cameras, and it'll flag them when they're around town. Oh, they're over at Starbucks. Let's stop and
Let's go get it. Yeah. So within the CLEP grant, we were awarded $123,000 to purchase and install these cameras strategically around town. That does come with some ongoing costs. So there's a $60,000 annual subscription and maintenance agreement that we would have for these cameras.
So we're also, we had somebody had gotten some 4-wheelers stolen from the Horse Heavens. They tracked them on the flock camera there and into Mabton, into Grandview.
Great.
And they said, hey boys, those 4-wheelers aren't yours, are they? So they're really beneficial, especially with multi-agencies working together. Councilmember Beckett, you have a question?
How many cameras do you get for 123?
Do you remember, Chief?
I want to say it was either 20 or 22.
20.
20. About $6,000 a piece.
Yes.
The Tri-City agency have flock cameras, and Benton County Emergency Services works with them if they have access. I don't know if they can enter things in there, but I think they are able to monitor it.
Any other questions?
Yes, I had a question.
Councilmember Elder.
Regarding all these cameras, it seems like I've heard someplace the individual, like private cameras on our houses, like Ring and all that kind of stuff. Is there a way of integrating that? Like the cops are chasing bad guys and he loses them. I thought there was some way that he could.
I don't know if we can integrate them, but I think we could work with them.
I thought there was something about that.
There's opt-in networks for certain brands of camera, like Ring Network, and AWS, Amazon Web Services. There's opt-in networks like Ring Neighborhood, so you can share your footage up there.
Yeah.
It requires, at least for the Ring setup, it requires individual camera owners to opt into it to share their footage.
Because it's almost, that's a good idea for the police. Maybe if we can opt in for cameras and all that, but I can see the civil liberties problem.
Right. That's where Flock's got it nailed, is they don't take a picture of the inside of the car, they don't take a picture of the windshield.